Hey y'all, so I'm coming at you with a haul from T-Source. So T-Source is based out of the Twin Cities, if you didn't know, and they do ship online. I do believe they ship to the US and to Canada. The first thing I picked up was some blueberry matcha. My older brother really loves matcha, and he loves it. He buys it in big bags from Vitacost, and he thinks that matcha. He says that matcha is really good, so I might try some of that. But yeah, so I picked up 2 ounces of the blueberry matcha for him because he loved the idea, and this blueberry matcha smells so good. It's very blueberry. I was very disappointed when I went to David's Tea because I literally wanted to get blueberry from both of them to kind of compare and contrast. I was disappointed because they didn't have the blueberry in stock. So it says, we're smitten with this blend of Japanese matcha green tea, cane sugar, and natural blueberry flavor. So it says dissolve 2 level teaspoons in 8 ounces of boiling water. For hot ice, dissolve 1 level tablespoon in 8 ounces of boiling water and then add ice. So obviously. So yeah, so this was $10 for 2 ounces. I thought that was a pretty good price. That's 57 grams for everyone else that's not from the US. So I picked up these extra large tea sack tea filters. It's the size number 4. I got 100 of them for $10. I thought it was well worth the money because these are the ones you use for big iced tea pictures. And yes, I want to make some iced tea this summer. So I thought that was good. I have the regular size 1 or 2. I'm going to give those to my niece because I now have these Art of Tea ones. Oh, they're somewhere way over there on the other side, so I'm not getting up to get them. But I have the Art of Tea drawstring ones, which will be great for single cups. And I might even end up using those more often than this for iced tea. But we shall see. I wanted to try these because I do in general like these kind. The next thing I picked up was some the chai spice mix they had, and oh yeah, this is sealed, thank the Lord. I think almost all these are, I think a lot of these are sealed this time, so that's good. Heat sealed. I might heat seal some of the David's Tea ones before I go because I do have a vacuum sealer. So I picked up the T-Source chai spice mix. I only picked up 2 ounces of this because it was $7.50 for it, but they have what they call their goop mix. They call it the chai, their chai goop. I'm going to show you this in the hopes that if I lose this paper that I can rewatch this video and I remember how to make this. So all you do is add 1 tablespoon or 11 grams of the T-Source chai spice to a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Stir thoroughly, refrigerate overnight for maximum flavor, and it lasts for up to 2 weeks. And then basically you'll add 2 tablespoons to 8 to 10 ounces. And it is, I had it in the pistachio shortbread pu'er, which I really love, and I bought it for a couple of years to be honest, and love it so much. But I had it that way, and it was, oh my god, so good. And it was kind of a crappy day where it was just cold and yucky, and I was it was so yummy and so warming and so amazing. Now that I've waxed poetically enough about this chai spice, it's so good, this chai spice mix. I would definitely tell you to try this. It's yummy, yummy. Especially with their pistachio shortbread pu'er tea. It's yum, 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 yummy. I really wish they would make the, use if they could get a decaf version of it, would be so good, but, it's fine. I don't really have a problem with caffeine, and, it doesn't have a ton of caffeine. So I also picked up the Prairie Passion. I really like passion fruit, okay? Don't judge me. It's a beguiling blend of black and green teas with passion fruit and other flavors. Contains black and green tea, papaya, rose hips, flavor, and sunflower. Ooh la la. So yeah, so it contains both black and green. This is really interesting because the directions they put on the back of this, it says, and this is one of the prepackaged, sealed ones. It says to use 1 rounded teaspoon per cup of boiling water. Steep 2 to 4 minutes. Wow, because you don't usually use boiling water with green tea. So I'm surprised. It was a really cold day. I was clearly in the mood. So this is the maple chai. It's one of their retiring flavors, I believe. So it was 20% off, and I got 4 ounces of it. And they had samples out to smell, and it smelled really lovely. Very aromatic, slightly sweet, wonderfully spicy, tremendous aftertaste. Ingredients: black tea, cinnamon, licorice root, ginger, and then natural flavor, which I assume is a maple. It smelled really lovely and mapley like. And it was really cold that day, so I was feeling the need to try that. And then they give you samples when you're in store. So they gave me the white chocolate pu'er, which I will probably just send home for my niece or my brother or my nephew or my sister to try, because I actually bought like 2 ounces of it. It was in my like wish list for a while to try. And then I also picked up the vanilla matcha. I picked this up for my friend who's coming to help me pack. She also likes matcha, and I wanted to get her some flavored ones to try. She's only really I believe she's only really had Starbucks type matcha is what it sounds like. So, I figured this would give her something different. And since she likes I figured the vanilla one might be like the closest adjacent-ish. And I got her white peach. So I'm really hoping that she will enjoy those. And then I picked this up. This is pretty spendy doodle stuff. This is I'm just gonna hold this up here. It's the 100 Tales tea. It smelled so good. It was so mouthwatering. It's a cake tea. It says this absolutely unique tea is from Anhua County in Hunan Province. I'm sure I might not be saying that. Anhua, A-N-H-U-A, County in Hunan Province, China. It is made from a dark tea log. It steeps up smooth, mellow with a soft, sweet, round note to the flavor. And you just use 1 rounded teaspoon per cup of water at 195. I'm, again, not quite sure how you figure all that out, because this is literally, like, you guys, like, it's an actual round cake. Like, I can feel the outline in here. Like, there, you can kind of see, like, it's an outline of it. Like, it's a circular shape. It ain't no whatever. So, that's what we got in the last Tea Source shopping extravaganza. Bonanza. So for my first trip to Tea Source, I bought all the matcha that they had, because I thought the price on their matcha was pretty good. Like, I've been looking at different like flavored matchas and like regular matchas online, and they can get pretty spendy sometimes, especially if you're looking for ones with lower sugar content. That being said, at this point, I'm just trying several different brands, varieties, types. I would like to have some that are lower sugar, because I actually don't mind the taste of matcha. I mean, really only had it the one time, and it did have a bit of a bitter aftertaste, but it isn't something that I couldn't get used to, I feel like. And I feel like I might even like it iced better, was kind of my thought, because I felt like it was really bitter aftertaste, so I just was not quite sure. Maybe it was too hot or whatever, so I don't know. That being said, I picked up the organic vanilla matcha for myself. I also picked up organic matcha for myself, because I want to try it and, again, see if I can enjoy it, develop a taste for it. I picked up the raspberry matcha. This smelled stupid amazing. It smelled so good. I will tell you, these do have sugar in them. I don't really have a problem if there is sugar in tea. That doesn't cause me as many issues, depending on the amount of sugar that's in them. And I believe these have 11 grams per serving. So it's getting up there pretty quick. But the David's tea ones, I believe, have 9 grams. So if you're looking for something with a lower sugar content option, that is one. Adagio has some teas that don't have, their matchas don't have it, but I don't think they're as flavor forward. And I kind of want to try, again, a variety, some that are really flavor forward, like the David's tea and Tea Source, I'm assuming, because they smell very much like what they say they are. So I also picked up the blueberry matcha for myself. And I just got 2 ounces of all of these, because they have them all prepackaged, which is really nice. They gave me a sample in store of the cranberry spice. It smells so nice. So it's got turmeric, clove, raspberry leaf, cinnamon, blackberry leaf, freeze-dried cranberries, natural flavor, ginger, and lemongrass. And Tea Source is actually an extremely highly rated tea company, and they do wholesaling to a lot of other loose leaf tea companies. So they have quite a good sized catalog, I feel like, in terms of the variety of stuff they carry. Like there's a local place here in Fargo that actually carries their tea. I mean, they blatantly say they carry it though. And then a couple of the ones they like renamed, and I asked the girl, and I was like, "What? Well, what is this?" I was like, "Oh," and yeah. So, I'm just gonna hold this up here so you can read the words. It's a first flush smoked spring Darjeeling. I thought it sounded really interesting, and I kind of wanted to try it. It was on their sale rack, so I picked it up. I feel like I'm gonna mess that name up. It looks like Nironlla. So I got it to try, and I figure if I don't like it, my older brother will. I picked up hibiscus punch for myself because this one smells stupid amazing. It smells so good. So I picked up some genmaicha, I believe. Oh, and I guess I should say something. Actually, it's kind of neat. The back of theirs, you can often see. Although this one is like, you can sort of see a little piece of popcorn in the back. So that's cool. So that's hibiscus punch. That's the first flush Darjeeling. So yeah. I picked up the red berries. This is a herbal. And that is nice. They do label all theirs, what they are. Whether they're herbals or blacks or what have you. I feel like I picked up a lot of herbs from them. Orange Blossom Special, which smells so good. It's got all the fruit pieces you can see. I picked up, I am on my journey westward to ship my car to Hawaii. I'm staying at one of my girlfriend's houses in Rapid, and she actually is the one who introduced me to Tea Source. So if I recall correctly, and I could be very wrong, so I'm a little nervous, I think she liked a second flush Darjeeling. So I didn't realize the price on those were stupid expensive though. I found this one in the sale rack for 20% off. It's a black tea is medium to full body with a nice hint of muscatel and a tiny bit of astringency to balance this roundness of the ingredient of the cup. The ingredients are black tea. So this is for Lacey. So I need to remember to keep that out so that I can give that to her. And then I picked up 4 ounces of pistachio shortbread. It's a black tea. I really like it. I would love to see them make this in an herbal or a fruit version or something. I don't know how you would do that, but I'd like to see it happen because it's yummy. There is no clear backing on this one, so you can't see through it. And I will say the prices at Tea Source, you can find some similarities to some of the David's Tea ones. They're not exactly the same, but kind of in that wheelhouse. They have a lot of really great traditional teas and different kinds of teas, and their prices are about half of that of David's. So like 2 ounces is generally going to run you $5.50 to $6. 4 ounces will run you generally $9 to $10, at least for what I looked at. Some of the ones I got were like 13 or more. But yeah, I picked up the Cherry Blossom Green. I got 2 ounces of that. And this one smells stupid amazing. I'm really into the Cherry Blossom Sakura type teas. I also have really been into the sticky rice teas, sticky pu'er. These are so cute. They're like heart-shaped. I might give a couple to Lacey. I don't know if she'll like those or not. I picked up 2 ounces of the white chocolate pu'er, which is why I was like, oh, I can give that white chocolate sample to someone else. It actually has like white chocolate little chunks in it and stuff. That's not white chocolate chunk, I think, but I know that it does have, I believe it does have white chocolate in it. I could be wrong. I picked up some 2 ounces of the pu'er, the tuacha. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. But I like nested teas. I think they're quite yum yum. Yum yum. Peach Paradise. Again, it's an herbal. And then I got 4 ounces. I almost forgot to pick up the Blueberry Fields and the pistachio shortbread, which literally was like that and the matcha were like the whole freaking reason I was going. Well, that and to pick up the sticky pu'er rice and the tuacha. And I was so peeved at myself because I was like, because when I was like fixing to like kind of be like, okay, I'm about done. And then I smelled the chick that got like the pistachio shortbread chai latte or whatever, and I was like, oh, that smells so good. What is that? And she's like, pistachio shortbread. And I was like, oh, that's the one I wanted to get. It's pistachio shortbread. And I said it really fast, and the gal was like, the pistachio shortbread and the blueberry fields were right next to each other. And she's like, oh, blueberry fields. I was like, oh, that one too, but pistachio shortbread and blueberry fields. I said, I literally had a brain fart and forgot. And I was like, I'd have been so upset because I really wanted this tea. So that's all I got. It's a lot. If you stuck with it this long, let me know in the comment section below if you've ever tried anything from T-Source. If not, I would highly recommend it. I believe they're shipping in the US, like if you don't order the like 75 or I think it's $90. I think their shipping is pretty reasonable if you're, and again, I think it's contiguous. But yeah, it's really great. I do love T-Source teas a lot. One of my best friends introduced me to them, and then I've just been drinking them for quite a while. Like I said, I generally try and have a stash of pistachio shortbread and the blueberry fields. They're both so lovely. I mean, it's so good and it smells so amazing. And yeah, they're yummy. They're so good. So again, I would, tell you to go online and check out their catalog of teas. It's amazing. They do wholesale to quite a few people. I know, like here in Fargo, like I said, there's a loose leaf tea place right down the road that carries their tea, and then I think there's another one that just sells it, like in, you order like the cup of it or whatever. So yeah, so I was like, it's at least in the Midwest, it's probably pretty well like outsourced, if that makes like it's sold whether you're buying it or not. So I really like it. It's a place I intend to order from for as long as humanly possible. So hopefully it will continue. I know they've won several awards at the World Tea Expo. So again, I'm not sponsored. I paid them a lot of money for this tea, okay? But I do like to tout like places I have shopped and things I've tasted and that I know are delicious. So yeah. So if you have any tea places that you like to order from, let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure at some point I'll make it over to Wahoo and hit Lupicia again. I don't know that I'm going to do it before Lupicia's online. And I still have some my Lupicia tea left from when I went there. So yeah, so I'm not in a huge hurry to order from them. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye bye.